Hey guys, we are actually in the children's activity room here at Carroll County Public Library, and I'm right by some local art. And we are going to see how art smart you are, because today, April 15th, is World Art Day. April is also like National Arts and Creativity Month. So we're just going to see how artsy you are. So let's get started. We're going to hold up a painting, and there are 15 in total, and we're going to give you a range at the end to see just how art smart you are. So the first painting I'm going to hold up is this one right here. I'm going to give you a few seconds to put in the comments who you think the artist is. So have some fun with this and start commenting. Now the artist here, the painting is called The Last Supper. The artist is Leonardo da Vinci. He was a true Renaissance man, which means that he was gifted, proficient in many things, multiple intelligences, and knowledgeable. So this Last Supper he painted, and what was significant about this particular painting is that he depicted Christ with his disciples just after the moment that Christ told him what was going to happen to him with his death. So you see some real responses from the disciples in this painting. Our second painting is one you need to look at and see if you know what it is and who it's by. Okay, this is known as the creation of Adam, or the creation of man. It was done by another Renaissance guy, Michelangelo. He was Italian, and he painted, it's a series, this is a section of the Sistine Chapel ceiling where he's depicted the creation of Adam. Okay, this next one, take a few look at it. See if you know who this is. Throw your comment in. This painting is called The Night Watch, and it's by Rembrandt. And the significance with this is that a captain came to him and wanted a portrait of his brigade, his whole group of men that he was in charge of, and Rembrandt decided that he would paint it as an action painting rather than a stiff portrait with everybody lined up in order. Throw your comment in. This painting is called Girl with a Pearl Earring. It's by Johannes Vermeer, Dutch artist, who created simple life images in his painting, but made them elegant. And he did a soft blur, which well before its time made it look like it was almost a photograph, the soft blur of a photograph. And he effectively used light in his portraits. Throw your comments in. This painting is by Claude Monet. He was one of the French Impressionists, and the title of the painting is Impression Sunrise, and it's significant because it was the beginning of a new movement in painting style with impressions of things and the use of light in forming that impression. And the title of the painting kind of exemplified the movement and the name of the movement. Okay. Throw your comments in. This painting is Wheatfield with Crows in 1890, and the artist is Vincent van Gogh. It was his last painting. He was a Dutch painter, painted mostly in from France. He's known for his emphatic brushwork, and he was really influenced by the movement of Expressionism in modern art. Throw your comments in. We're having a bit of fun with this. Anxious to see your comments. This is The Scream. Should be highly noticeable. Edvard Munch. It's his most famous piece of art. It's part of the Art Nouveau movement. He completed several versions of this, and he painted himself. It's a self-portrait after he'd had a pretty serious panic attack. Throw your comments in. This is called The Old Guitarist. It's actually Pablo Picasso, and it's part of his blue period. Then came his rose period, and then he's the artist that moved into Cubism. He co-founded the art movement, Cubism. Okay, throw your comments in. I'll give you a hint. This is an American painter. This is a Jackson Pollock. It's actually number 5. It sold for $140 million in 2006. And he was one of the leading artists in abstract expressionism. And he did what was known as action painting, where he had radical poured or dripped technique as he threw the paint onto the canvas. So he's usually highly recognizable as well. Throw your comments in. We've got another American artist, a female to be exact. This is called White Flower, done in 1929 by Georgia O'Keeffe. She painted nature in a way that showed how it made her feel. A lot of her paintings were deserts or flowers, and she was the first female artist to show at MoMA. Okay. Throw your comments in. This one is Nighthawks by Edward Hopper. He's another American artist. Throw your comments in. This is The Kiss by Austrian symbolist painter Gustav Klimt, and he was heavily influenced by Japanese art, and he used a lot of gold leaf. And this was a bit of a racy painting because it showed a lot of passion in the depiction of the kiss. Okay, the painting is The Persistence of Memory, done in 1931. The artist is Salvador Dali, and he is one of the major artists in the movement Surrealism. Okay, yet another female artist, Frida Kahlo. She was a Mexican painter, and she did a lot of self-portraits. She was also a component of the Surrealistic movement. She's most famous for her relationship with Diego Rivera. This is called Guidepost to the Eternal Space, and it's an infinity room, so it's in 3D. You can experience this art. It's a Japanese artist, Yayoi Kusama, and she's often called the Princess of Polka Dots. Okay, So if you got all 15 of these right, you're definitely an art aficionado. Congratulations, you are art smart. If you got 10, you're knowledgeable. You're probably an appreciator of art. If you got 5 correct, you need a little work. You might want to come by the library. We have lots of books on art. You can become an art appreciator and get a little more culture in your life. If you got 0 to 2 of them correct, you definitely need to get yourself in the library, check out some books on art, and add a little culture to your life. Thanks for joining us.